Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again to do our daily Major League Baseball predictions. We're going to go over all 14 of our games today, break them down, look at the rosters, the hitting, the pitching, and try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games today. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, if you are a sports fan, if you're a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions for the matchups today? Make sure to let us know in the comment section, and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We go over every game, every single day, this entire season. So if you're a baseball fan, make sure that you subscribe and that you're following along with us. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start running through these games. The very first one we have kicking everything off, kind of an early one at 12:35 p.m., the 73-53 Toronto Blue Jays. First place in the AL East. The offense has been leading the way the last 2 months. They've been hitting a lot of home runs. They still have to work on their pitching, but overall, the offense has carried them all the way to the first place spot. They're on the road here versus the 53-73 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh, a very anemic offense, bottom 4 overall in baseball. Really good pitching, though. They just need some help from that lineup. They need some run support. Pittsburgh has a 43.2% chance to win. Toronto a 56.8%. The Blue Jays, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Pittsburgh plus 125. Toronto minus 150. The Blue Jays are averaging 4.9 runs a game, hitting 269. The number one batting average in the majors, 148 home runs, a lot of power. 57 steals and a 4.25 runs a game. Pittsburgh, 3.5 runs per game. They definitely have to get that number up. 232 average, 88 home runs, dead last in baseball for total team home runs. 94 steals and a 4.03 runs a game. Pitching's not the problem, though. It all centers around the hitting. You have Oviedo going on the mound right now for Pittsburgh, 0-0 record, 18 ERA. An 18 ERA, but the smallest sample size possible. Only 1 inning pitched, 3 strikeouts. He struck out 3 guys, but he gave up some runs here. Gave up 3 runs in 1 inning. Going up against one of the most reliable pitchers in baseball, Chris Bassett. 11-6 record, career 3.8 ERA. This season, 4.22. 138.2 innings, 132 strikeouts. He's given up 21 home runs, well above average, a little susceptible to the long ball, but the Pirates, they're not known for their home run power. Give me the Blue Jays winning this one on the road, and I'll go with the over. In our second game, what a great matchup this is. MLB Network, 1:05 p.m., the 68-58 Seattle Mariners. Very hot team, very balanced offense, and they can pitch second place in the AL West, just barely behind the Houston Astros. They're on their heels. They're on the road versus the 72-53 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East. Veteran squad, deep hitting, deep pitching. Right now, Philadelphia, 51.1% chance to win. Seattle, a 48.9%, practically a 50-50 split down the middle. The Phillies are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over. Seattle's plus 120, Philadelphia minus 145. But I honestly think this game is very close to being an even matchup. You can make a strong case for this one to go either way. The Mariners are averaging 4.6 runs a game. 243 average, 175 home runs is top 5, 130 steals, that's top 5, and they're only giving up 3.82 runs a game. The Phillies are averaging 4.6 runs a game, 253 average, 147 home runs, 100 steals, and a 3.75 runs a game. The Mariners are turning to Luis Castillo on the mound. Very, very consistent pitcher. One of their reliable pitchers. When they need a win, this guy shows up. Career 3.55 ERA. This season 3.48, even better. 8-6 record, 142.1 innings, 125 strikeouts, going up against Jesus Luzardo, 11-6 record, 4.21 ERA. Part of that very deep Phillies rotation, 139 innings, 158 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here, but the Mariners have a very capable offense. I'm going to go with the Mariners pulling off the upset. Give me that plus 1.5 here, and I'm going to go with the under this game. MLB Network at 1:10 p.m. The 69-56 Houston Astros just holding on to that number spot, 1 game ahead of the Mariners. They're on the road versus the 74-53 Detroit Tigers, first place in the AL Central. One of our rare first place versus first place matchup. This is great baseball. This is playoff baseball right now. The Tigers, 46.7% chance to win. The Astros, a 53.3% chance. Both of these teams are going to make a playoff run this season. That's what makes this series so fun. Houston's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. The Astros are minus 135. The Tigers plus 115. The Astros offense averaging 4.3 runs a game. 255 average, 136 home runs. 61 steals and a 3.84 runs a game. The Tigers, 4.8 runs a game. 249 average, 159 home runs. A lot of power here. 54 steals, and 3.83 runs a game. Both teams can hit. Both teams can get on base. Both teams have good pitching. Houston right now tied for the number 1 bullpen in baseball. Tigers, Charlie Morton, the veteran. This guy's been pitching for 4 or 5 decades at least by this point. 8-10 record, one of the worst starts of his career, if not the worst. 5.2 ERA, 117.2 innings, 122 strikeouts. He's given up 53 walks, 18 home runs, 123 hits. He's loading the bases. That's the point. Going up against Valdez, one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball. 11-6 record, a 3.01 ERA, 152.1 innings, 151 strikeouts. He's only given up 9 home runs in 24 games. That's the numbers that I want to see versus this great Tigers lineup. Give me the Astros winning this one, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under here. At 3:40 p.m., the 64-60 Cleveland Guardians. How about the Guardians? Since the All-Star break, they fought their way back to 500. Now they're 4 games over 500. The offense has finally woken up. They're playing good, solid baseball. They're on the road versus the 60-66 Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks lost some of their best pieces. They're just kind of sputtering right now in a very deep division. Arizona, 55.5% chance to win. Cleveland, a 44.5% chance to win. The Diamondbacks, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cleveland, plus 115. Arizona, minus 135. The Guardians are averaging 4.0 runs a game, hitting 228. They have to get that batting average up. 129 home runs, 98 steals, and a 3.88 runs a game. The Diamondbacks, 4.9 runs a game, 251 average, 176 home runs. Top 5, a lot of power, 90 steals, and a 4.58 runs per game. Parker Messick on the mound for the Guardians has yet to throw a pitch this season. Arm might be a little rusty here. We haven't seen that much of him, so a lot of unknowns when it comes to the Guardians pitching today. Going up against Brandon Pfaadt, whenever this guy pitches, he doesn't pitch well, but whenever he's on the mound, he gets a ton of run support. 12-8 record, 5.08 ERA, 133 innings, 108 strikeouts. He's given up 21 home runs. He gives up runs, but whenever he's pitching, the Diamondbacks are scoring. Give me Arizona winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 6:40 p.m. a National League matchup. The 63-64 St. Louis Cardinals. They've been all over the place this season. Up, down, sideways. They're all over the place. Can the real St. Louis Cardinals show up? Can they get some consistency? When they play good, they play good. When they play bad, they definitely look bad. St. Louis, 53.6% chance to win. Miami, a 46.4% chance to win. The Marlins here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. St. Louis is plus 110. Miami, minus 130. The Cardinals are averaging 4.3 runs per game. 249 average, 119 home runs, 72 steals, and a 4.24 runs a game. The Marlins, 4.3 runs per game. 252 average, 122 home runs, 100 steals, and a 4.54 runs a game. It's all going to come down to the pitching. Andre Payante on the mound right now for St. Louis. 6-10 record, 5.04 ERA, 128.2 innings, 88 strikeouts. Not the best strikeout numbers. Going up against the past Cy Young winner, Sandy Alcantara. Can Sandy Alcantara please, for the love of God, get things back to what he can really do? We've seen him at his best, and he is very good. He has yet to get there this season. 6-11 record, 6.31 ERA, 127 innings, 97 strikeouts. I would love for Alcantara to get a win here, get things back on track, get some momentum. But I just want to see a little more consistency. Give me Payante. Give me the Cardinals to walk away with the win. Give me the plus 1.5. And I'm going to go with the over. 6:45 p.m., the 67-58 New York Mets. They're starting to put together a little bit of a streak here. What do you guys know? Maybe for once, the Mets finally have some type of momentum. They're on the road versus the 50-75 Washington Nationals. The Nationals, not a bad offense. They just give up a buttload of runs. Makes it very hard to win these games. Washington, 46.1% chance to win. New York, a 53.9% chance to win. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over-under. New York, minus 185. Washington, plus 155. The Mets are averaging 4.5 runs a game. 244 average, 160 home runs, 99 steals, and got 3.78 runs a game. Like I just said, though, it's building consistently, getting the same performance in and day out. That has not happened yet so far. Washington Nationals, 4.3 runs a game, 244 average, 118 home runs, 106 steals, giving up 5.33 runs a game. Washington turning to Brad Lord, putting together a really good season so far. No one's talking about this guy. Really good numbers. 3-6 record, a 3.26 ERA, 91 innings, 73 strikeouts. But if he leads with the lead, can the bullpen maintain the lead? That's the big question. Going up against Kodai Senga right now, the Mets ace, 7-4 record, 2.35 ERA, 99.2 innings, 95 strikeouts, 48 walks, walking a guy every other inning, but he's keeping them from scoring. That's what matters. Give me New York to continue to win here, to get another W. They win this one, they cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And this next game is another very difficult one to call at 7:15 p.m. The 45-80 Chicago White Sox on the road versus the 56-69 Atlanta Braves. Both of these teams could win this one. The White Sox, they don't want to be the worst team in baseball. They are right there with the Rockies. They want to stay ahead of them at least. The Braves, they just want to win. This team much better on paper. That has not been able to translate to the field. Atlanta, 53.3% chance to win. Chicago, a 46.7% chance to win. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over-under. Chicago plus 145. Atlanta minus 175. The White Sox offense, 3.8 runs a game. 229 batting average. That's not good enough. They got to get that number up. 120 home runs, 74 steals, and a 4.14 runs a game. The pitching will keep them in all of these games. The Braves, 4.3 runs per game. 243 average, 138 home runs, 61 steals, and a 4.22 runs a game. But this game, like all the others, is going to come down to pitching. Martin Perez on the mound for the White Sox. Very small sample size this season. 1-2 record, a 3.09 ERA, 23.1 innings, 22 strikeouts, only one home run given up. Going up against Waldrop right now. Right now, Waldrop only 17.2 innings, but you can't argue with the results. 3-0 record, a 1.02 ERA, 17 strikeouts. I think Chicago can pull off the upset. This is truly a 50-50 one to me. But I'm going to go with the Braves at home, getting the win. A very close win. They win it, but they win it by 1. So I'll go with the plus 1.5. And I'm going to go with the under. 7:35 p.m. whenever these two teams face, it is always very, very competitive, closely matched games. The 67 and 57 New York Yankees, third place in the AL East, versus the 61 and 64 Tampa Bay Rays, fourth place in the AL East, which is a very deep, difficult division. Right now, Tampa Bay, 58.6% chance to win. New York, a 41.1% chance to win. But the Yankees are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. New York is even. Tampa Bay minus 120. This is at Steinbrenner Field. It's technically home field for the Rays, if you want to call it that. It's also kind of home field for the Yankees. So which one is it truly? Does it even matter here? Right now, the Yankees, 5.1 runs per game. 250 average, 195 home runs, obviously led by Aaron Judge with his 39. They are the number one home run hitting team in baseball. 97 steals and a 4.02 runs a game. The Rays, 4.4 runs a game. 250 average, 137 home runs, 158 steals. That's number one in baseball there. Both teams, one number one in home runs, one number one in steals. The Rays are getting up 3.92 runs a game. Tampa Bay turning to Drew Rasmussen, very underappreciated pitcher. Career 2.8 ERA. No one ever mentions this guy's name. This season, even better. 10-5 record, a 2.6 ERA, 117.2 innings, 102 strikeouts. Going up against Cam Schittler, 1-2 record, 3.94 ERA, 29.2 innings, 30 strikeouts. He's given up 6 home runs in 29 innings. Very susceptible to the long ball. Give me Rasmussen. Give me the Rays here at home. Technically, it is kind of home. The Rays win the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And what an evenly matched game this next one is. 7:40 p.m. The 56 and 70 Athletics on the road versus the 58 and 66 Minnesota Twins. Very similar records. Minnesota 56.1% chance to win. The A's a 43.9% chance to win. Twins are 1.5 run favorites. The over-under is going to be 8.5. The Athletics come into this game plus 110. The Twins minus 131. The A's are averaging 4.5 runs a game. They don't pitch well. They do have a good offense. They do hit a lot of home runs. 254 average, 174 home runs. It's top 7 in baseball. 65 steals and a 4.89 runs a game. The Twins, they need to also work on their pitching. It's not as bad as the A's, but it's still not good. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game. 238 average, 144 home runs, 61 steals, and a 4.24 runs a game. The A's will have JT Ginn on the mound, 2-5 record, 5.04 ERA, 55.1 innings, 61 strikeouts, 13 home runs in 55 innings. Bailey Ober going for Minnesota. He's much better than he's pitched this season. He just hasn't had it together yet. 4-7 record, 5.15 ERA, 108.1 innings, 86 strikeouts. He's given up 24 home runs. Both of these guys not having good seasons. They both give up a lot of runs. They both give up a lot of home runs. This could be a higher scoring game. Ultimately, give me Minnesota winning it, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 7:40 p.m. The 62 and 64 Texas Rangers, the number one pitching in baseball. Yes, they've gotten rocked the last couple of games, but still the number one overall pitching team in baseball. The bats are starting to woke up just a little. They're on the road versus 64 and 61 Kansas City Royals. The Royals, really bad offense, really good pitching. Both of these teams playoff caliber pitching staff. They just need some run support. KC, 46.9% chance to win. The Rangers, a 53.1% chance. Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Texas is minus 118. Kansas City plus 100. Very close game, though. The Rangers are averaging 4.1 runs a game. 232 average, 132 home runs, 108 steals, and a 3.44 runs a game, number one in the majors. Kansas City, 3.8 runs a game, 246 average, 113 home runs, 97 steals, and a 3.6 runs a game. Both of these teams, top 5 overall pitching staffs. As of me making this video, No starter announced for the Texas Rangers right now. Makes it very hard to call the game. We don't know who's going to be on the mound to start the game. Kind of going into this game just a little blind. And Noah Cameron, young guy, great season. Young pitcher, remember his name for the future. 7-5 record, a 2.47 ERA, 98.1 innings, 78 strikeouts. Not knowing who's pitching for the Rangers as me making this video. Give me the Royals winning this one, the +1.5. And I'm going to go with the under. And look how close this next pitching matchup is. 8:05 p.m. The 79-46 Milwaukee Brewers might be the first team to get to 80 wins. Right now, they are the best team in the major leagues, the most complete, the most rounded team in baseball on the road versus the 71-54 Chicago Cubs, who are also an extremely good team, playoff-worthy team. The Cubs second place in the NL Central, the Brewers first place in the NL Central. It's a division-on-division matchup. The Cubs 54% chance to win, Milwaukee 46% chance. The Brewers 1.5 run favorites. The over is going to be 6.5. Milwaukee's going to be -114. Chicago -105. Vegas is letting you know either one of these teams is going to walk away with the win. The Brewers are averaging 5.2 runs a game, 259 average, 132 home runs, 135 steals as top five, giving up 3.59 runs a game. They have great starting pitching. They also have a great bullpen to back it up. The Cubs, they're no slouches. 5.0 runs a game, 251 average, 170 home runs, 131 steals, and 3.82 runs per game. For the Cubs, Colin Rhea on the mound, 9-5 record, 3.99 ERA, 121.2 innings, 90 strikeouts. Going up against Jacob Misiorowski, 4-1 record, 3.89 ERA, 34.2 innings, 50 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. Very difficult game to call, and only a 6.5 over-under. That is very low. Give me the Cubs to pull off the win here, the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. 8:40 p.m. the 71-54 Los Angeles Dodgers first place in the NL West on the road versus the 36-89 Colorado Rockies. They are the worst team in baseball, but the White Sox are making it somewhat competitive. Right now, Colorado 26.5% chance to win. The Dodgers a 73.5% chance to win. LA 1.5 run favorites, 11.5 over under. The Dodgers -302. The Rockies +242. The Dodgers heavy favorites here. Basically, nobody is giving them a chance to lose this game. That's why you always got to keep your eye on it. Dodgers averaging 5.2 runs a game, 253 average, 185 home runs. Good enough for number 2 in baseball, only trailing the Yankees. 75 steals and 4.12 runs a game. Colorado 3.8 runs a game, 239 average, 128 home runs, 66 steals, and 5.99, 0.01 under 6 runs a game. That is not going to cut it. That is not a good number. You have Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers, 0-0 record, 3.47 ERA, 23.1 innings, 32 strikeouts. But you're not going to see that much of him. He's not going to pitch that deep in this game, so it's going to turn the game probably over to the LA Dodgers bullpen. Tanner Gordon going for the Rockies, 3-5 record, a 7.98 ERA. That is just downright awful. 38.1 innings, 24 strikeouts. Give me the Dodgers winning this one. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. Second to last game, MLB Network, 9:38 p.m., the 66-60 Cincinnati Reds. I've been saying it, one of the most, if not the most consistent team day in, day out, giving you the same performance basically since opening day on the road versus the 60-65 Los Angeles Angels. This team cannot pitch. They hit a ton of home runs, top 5 in total home runs. The Angels, 56.7% chance to win. The Reds, a 43.3% chance to win. Los Angeles, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Cincinnati's coming into this game +107. Los Angeles -128. The Reds are averaging 4.6 runs a game, 247 average, 125 home runs, 87 steals, and 3.82 runs a game. The Angels, 4.4 runs per game, 233 average, 176 home runs, a lot of power. Respect the power. 60 steals and 4.7 runs a game. And for the Reds, turning to Nick Martinez, 10-9 record, 4.73 ERA, 139 innings, 98 strikeouts. Going up against Kikuchi. Kikuchi, even though the Angels can't pitch, that is not his concern. He's putting up good numbers. 6-8 record, a 3.52 ERA, 143 innings, 149 strikeouts, 19 home runs, susceptible to the long ball, but keeping people from scoring, striking bats out. Give me the Angels with their home run power here. Los Angeles wins. They cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under, surprisingly. Our final game of the day, MLB Network, 9:40 p.m., the 61-64 San Francisco Giants versus the 69-56 San Diego Padres. NOS versus NOS, the Giants number 3, Padres number 2, San Diego 57.3% chance to win, San Francisco 42.7% chance. The Padres 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. The Giants plus 120, the Padres minus 142. This game is probably going to be decided by the pitching. Two really good pitching staffs. The Padres, one of the best, if not the best overall bullpen in baseball. Giants are averaging 4.1 runs a game, 233 average, 116 home runs, 56 steals, and 3.7 runs a game. The Padres, 4.2 runs a game, 252 average, 105 home runs, 83 steals, and 3.57 runs a game. If they can ever get Fernando Tatis back on track, this can be a very deadly team. Definitely a playoff-worthy caliber team. On the mound for the Giants, Landon Raup, 76 record, 3.45 ERA, 104.1 innings, 100 strikeouts, going up against J.P. Sears, 7-10 record, a 5.12 ERA, 116 innings, 101 strikeouts. He's given up 24 home runs in 116 innings. That's not good. Giants don't have a lot of power. Can they capitalize on the pitching? Give me the Giants winning this one. I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Guys, that's our predictions, our picks, our bets for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, August 20th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions today? Make sure to leave it in the comment section. I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.